Hey guys, how's it going? Saw Simon here, and thanks for checking out this news update, as that is pretty much what this is going to be. I'm going to be talking about the changes and updates going on with Friday the 13th the game, such as the developers adding dedicated servers supposedly, the new single player challenges that got dropped, the weapon swapping video that got dropped, and what's going on with the whole Paranoia game mode being on hold and such. I might talk about some other stuff as well, but I don't know what this is yet because this is all new to me. It's new little idea I'm going. So here we go. Okay, first thing up that I want to talk about is the weapon swapping that Jason is going to be able to do soon. No for sure date has been set, but this will be something that looks like it will help extend the shelf life on the game. We don't have full details yet as to the extent of how often Jason can switch his weapon, where he can switch it, and if switching it will affect his stats or the way he acts on the map, so here's my 2 cents. First, when and where will Jason be able to change this weapon? It doesn't look like you will be able to play the map and find a new weapon to switch out during gameplay. More than likely, this change will be done at the start of the game in the lobby, like how you pick your clothes and perks. From here, you will be able to pick the Jason you want and then decide which weapon you would like for him to use during the match and set it how you like. The only thing I can see Gunn doing with this is making it so the weapons have certain pluses and negatives maybe for each of them. For example, we know Part 8 can chop down doors fast because of destruction, but is this destruction tied to Jason or is it tied to his axe? Now if we take that axe and put it in Part 2 Jason's hands, does that mean he can chop down doors twice as fast and still run? Or is his running tied to his pickaxe? In my opinion, this is just going to be a cosmetic change. We will only be able to switch the weapons around with each Jason and perform the kills with said weapon, but we will not be able to affect what Jason does by changing these weapons. Mostly because to do so I think would mean the programmers would have a lot of recording and re-recording to do with some of the stuff in the game. So for right now, I think this change will only allow you to use a different weapon as your favorite Jason, but we will be able to do all of his kills now across all of the Jasons. So that's pretty cool in itself. Minor details like this are what this game needs to fix to make it better, and I'm glad Gunn is taking the time now to finally fix some of these minor little details. This was one of the better announcements Gunn has made in the last few weeks, and it was something customers have been waiting for: single player challenges. This is as close as any of us will probably get to having a real game mode for this game, and judging by the teaser Gunn has given us, I am just as excited about it as everyone else. These challenges see you playing as Jason with the objective of taking out the counselors in specific ways for each challenge. This first challenge saw Jason trying to execute Bugsy and Adam as they attempt to fix their broken down car right outside of camp. During the challenge, you will get to use each of Jason's abilities, it appears, a certain number of times to complete whatever your objective might be. Completing these tasks in the specific way described will award you with a lot of points for the challenge, which hopefully there will be some type of online leaderboard type of thing, and that's about it because we don't really know a lot about them yet. What is cool about these challenges is that these counselors finally have dialogue and will talk during gameplay, which is very, very cool. We can finally really feel what it is like to be Jason out at camp, hunting these intruders and punishing them accordingly. No word on just what this type of gameplay will do for our accounts or our playstyles, but it seems to be just its own standalone thing similar to Virtual Cabin and offline bots. Another nice thing about these challenges is that we finally have the opportunity for so many different types of scenarios because of all the films. Even this teaser challenge is like the scene from Friday the 13th Part 5, when the two leather-clad coat-having teens break down on the side of the road and Roy deals with them a la Road Flare and Knife. Just think of all the fun types of scenarios they can add into this game. Like the party house from Part 4, where they make you try to go into the house and kill everybody similar to the way it was in the movie, with a corkscrew, stabbing the dude through the projection screen, and even tossing that chick out the window. These are the types of things fans have been waiting for, and it's nice that something close to the movies can finally be added into the game to give us that feeling. These last two topics sort of go hand in hand, so I'm going to talk about them as such. We were supposed to get the new game mode called Paranoia, which we don't know a lot about, or really anything at all, but it appears to be hitting at some sort of mystery who is the killer type of gameplay. I think they stole my Pamela game mode idea, to be honest, but it don't matter. It's on hold because of dedicated servers, which is what everyone is bitching about, and for good reason. For those that don't know, players wanted dedicated servers because everyone is tired of getting into a game and playing for 2 minutes and then the host quits because you killed him or someone is dancing over him as Chad, knocking him out every 2 seconds. So he quits and now everyone has to find a new gameplay lobby. Yes, this is something the game needs, and hopefully it will get implemented and fixed in the time Gunn has said it would take. Because of this, the new game mode has been put on hold despite the fact the developers have been playing it and saying it's awesome, but it's just not ready yet. So, what can we take away from this information? 1. Yes, they are listening to us and giving us dedicated servers so we no longer need to worry about our games getting dropped. Now, I don't know a lot about servers or computer shit in general. I just have a general sense of how they work and how to problem shoot them. But for some of what I have read and heard from other people, it's not that simple to just build a dedicated server for a game that is already up and running. Again, I don't know shit about this topic in general, this is just what I have heard, but what worries me is that Gun is taking this time to try and build these dedicated servers, and it's not going to work and we are going to get stuck with the same system that is in place, which is the host to peer partying feature. I'm hoping that they're not taking this time and just using it to fine tune the things that they want to fix, and then they're just going to hand us another big bag of one shit. And their last few videos seem to be leaning in that direction by giving us weapon swapping and new kills or counselors or even the single player challenges. But again, this could be me just being a giant douchebag about it all, but only time will tell. The one thing for sure is that Paranoia has been made and is being tested, but they want to make sure it's what it needs to be before we get our hands on it. It would have been nice to see something about this game mode, but again, hopefully Gun isn't just pulling our chain on any of this. 2 months is what they asked for to give us dedicated servers, so hopefully things like the weapon swapping and some other minor changes can be enough for us to keep coming back to the game before we grow tired of it. I personally love this game and have had a lot of fun playing it, and I still do, but I also see the need to add in some new content to extend its life. Swapping weapons and adding in new maps and adjacents helps, but game modes and the challenges are the types of things this game needs so it can keep running strong for a very long time. Well guys, that's my 2 cents on these topics and ideas. I know it wasn't super enlightening in any way, but I wanted to touch on these topics because there's no other way for me to do so because none of this content is out yet. Hopefully we will keep getting more new videos dropped every week for new stuff from Gun, but even if we don't, it's just kind of whatever. There is still a lot of great content the developers can pull from the films and put into this game. It's just a matter of time. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.